Bismillahir-Rahmanir-Rahim. Salam, dear listeners. Have you ever seen a clear blue night sky twinkling with thousands and thousands of stars? Have you noticed how some stars would shine brighter than others? The people of this world are just like those stars. Some of them shine brighter than others, and that's because of their actions. Imam Mahdi is in ghaybah, but he still sees our actions. He sees our efforts to obey the commands of Allah. Sometimes he seeks the assistance of his pure servants like Halu, and other times he hears the pleads and prayers of his Shias, granting them the opportunity to meet him just like Ali ibn Mahziyar. Then there are some pious people unknown to the world who are not only invited to meet the Imam, but it is the Imam who goes to see them. As the sun set, a man called Sheikh Ahmed was rushing to finish his work. It was Tuesday night and he had to go somewhere very important. He rushed home, took a piece of bread and some water, and he was off. He was very excited. The cool breeze of the evening welcomed him as he reached the outskirts of Kufa. There he entered Masjid al-Sahla. Do you remember Masjid al-Sahla? So many prophets have come and prayed in this exact same masjid. Even the 12th Holy Imam was known to visit and pray in Masjid al-Sahla. Sheikh Ahmed gently brushed his fingers on the walls of Masjid al-Sahla as tears of joy and hope flowed like shiny little pearls from his eyes. Today marked the 40th Tuesday night that he was here, spending the quiet, sleepless hours in worship of Allah. He had heard that if one prays for 40 Tuesdays continuously at Masjid al-Sahla, they would be granted the ziyarah of the 12th Holy Imam. Sheikh Ahmed wanted nothing more than that. As the night came and covered the city in its darkness, people started to leave the masjid to make their way home. It wasn't long before Sheikh Ahmed found himself alone. With each passing moment, his desire to see the Imam grew stronger. Every small sound made his heart race. As he earnestly looked around, searching for his master, Imam Mahdi. As the time of Fajr neared, Sheikh Ahmed's heart sank. There was no sign of the Imam. He read his namaz in congregation. Then, tearful and disappointed, he went home to get some rest. Upon waking up, Sheikh Ahmed felt like his heart was being pulled in a certain direction, as if someone was calling him, as if his Imam was calling him. Without any hesitation or moment of pause, he quickly got himself ready in his best clothes, and he wore his favorite atr. Then he dashed out the door. He went through the streets, into the alleys, until he finally reached a small shop of a locksmith. Inside the shop, he saw the 12th Imam sitting, his face luminous like the full moon. Sheikh Ahmed could not believe his eyes. With a full heart and tears of happiness, he quickly entered the shop, greeting the Imam.
Assalamu alayka, ya Sayyidi wa Mawlai.
Sheikh Ahmed had so much to say. Oh, how can the lover express his love to his beloved, especially to the beloved who is the most perfect creation of Allah? Before he could articulate his words, he saw the Imam gesturing him to stay silent. Sheikh Ahmed watched in wonder as the locksmith kept chatting with the Imam, as if they would meet very often. Now Sheikh Ahmed's mind was full of questions. Why is the Imam here? Who is this locksmith? Why is the Imam talking to him like they were close friends? Sheikh Ahmed felt a pang in his heart as he wished that he was in the place of the locksmith, talking so casually with his Imam. Suddenly, a frail old lady entered the locksmith shop. Holding a walking stick in one hand and the lock in the other. Her hands trembled anxiously as she handed over the lock to the locksmith. With a thin, weak voice, she asked nervously,
"Can you please buy this lock from me for 3 riyals? I really need the money."
Then with a sob, she continued,
"My son is sick and I desperately need 3 riyals only to get his medicines. This is the only valuable thing I have."
The locksmith kindly took the lock from the old lady. He examined it in his hands, turning it this way and that way. Finally, he spoke gently. "My dear lady, this lock that you have is not worth 3 riyal." The old lady's heart sank. The locksmith continued, "Instead, it is worth 8 riyal." The old lady's jaw dropped as she couldn't believe what she had just heard. After a brief moment of pause, the locksmith spoke again. "Since I'm a businessman, I can buy this lock from you for 7 riyal. This way, I can sell it for 8 riyals and make a small profit. Would that be okay?" The old lady was shocked. She had been to many locksmiths before coming to him, and each one of them had turned her away. Up until now, nobody was even willing to buy her lock for 3 riyals. Now this honest locksmith was giving her 7 riyals for it. She quickly agreed, smiling and thanking Allah. As she got ready to leave the shop, she prayed quietly for the locksmith with all her heart.
"Oh Allah, this man has made me so happy. Make the Imam of our time be happy with him."
Now Imam Mahdi bid his farewells to the locksmith and stood up to leave. Sheikh Ahmed stood up as well, following his Imam. When they reached a good distance from the shop, Imam Mahdi turned to Sheikh Ahmed, smiling kindly.
"Oh my dear Ahmed, if you wish to see me, you do not need to put yourself into great difficulties. Rather, if someone is a practicing Muslim and acts according to Allah's commands, then I would come to visit such a person. Did you see how others want to take advantage of the old woman's need and buy the lock for much cheaper than its value and didn't care about her? Because of the locksmith's concern for other human beings and how fair and just he is, I come to visit him every week and engage in conversation with him."
Sheikh Ahmed felt like the Imam had just given him the key to the most valuable treasure. He thanked the Imam and they bid farewell. Some people really want to know how they can please their Imam. Those who are close to him showed us how we can achieve that. The secret lies in following the commands of Allah. That is what the Imam truly wants from us. O Allah, we complain to you of the absence of our Imam. O Allah, please hasten his reappearance so that injustice can be wiped off the face of this earth, so that our oppressed brothers and sisters all over the world, especially in Gaza, can achieve complete victory. And O Allah, help us attain the qualities that Imam loves us to have, so that we can be of his loyal companions.
Baba,